Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. In the last episode, we used Marley's pendant to open the sealed boxes we've been finding over the course of the game, and acquired their various contents, a lot of useful equipment there. And we also checked in on her home life over in Guardia Castle in 1000 AD, but things are a little rough around the edges between her and the king right now. You know, she ran out of the castle and is traveling around with us, and he does not approve of that. So there's not much else we can do at that point right now, and frankly, everything we've tried to do so far has only served to make matters worse, so maybe it's better to leave that alone for now. You know, sooner or later something's gotta give, right? So anyway, let's head back to 12,000 BC, the Dark Ages, to see about rescuing Melchior from the Mountain of Woe. It's what Shala requested of us before she got forced to seal us out of that time period. Before I do that though, I want to go over my setup. And full disclosure, I had to do some tech grinding between episodes because I wanted Ayla to learn her charm tech before I tackled the next area, but I was like 100 tech points short, so I went back to prehistoric times and fought the new at the hunting range about 3 or 4 times. I didn't want to resort to that, and I usually don't have to unless I somehow missed out on some fights I normally would have done. Maybe I spent less time in the hunting range than I originally intended way back when we first had Ayla. I don't know what happened. But somehow I didn't have enough tech points to learn Charm, so I had to go and do that myself off screen. So the Charm tech is basically the equivalent of the Steal command from like Final Fantasy and whatnot. She uses her womanly wiles to seduce enemies into giving her gifts. That's basically how it works in this game. I'll take it, you know. Who wouldn't want to give something to a bikini-clad lady with blonde hair? But anyway, another reason why I wanted to have it at this point, besides the fact that charming enemies in the upcoming areas will get you some really nice equipment for this point in the game, but she also learns a dual tech with Robo called the Boogie, which can inflict stop on all enemies on the screen, as long as they're susceptible to it, and that will definitely come in handy in the upcoming areas, so I wanted to make sure I had that as well. Makes the strategies for fighting these enemies a lot easier. Anyway, and going over my equipment setup, I gave the white mail to Crono to absorb lightning elemental attacks. It just has better defense than anything I've got right now. I don't think there's any real lightning elemental attacks to worry about right now. Robo I gave the black mail to, that will absorb shadow attacks. And I gave him the dash ring to boost his speed stat by 3 points instead of 2 with the speed belt. And Ayla, I gave her the red mail for absorbing fire attacks, and the charm top, which is an accessory that boosts the success rate of her charm tech. So I figured it was worth giving her that. So alright, I think that's about everything on the equipment front, so let's jump into the Epoch and return to the Dark Ages, 12,000 BC. We don't have to hit 88 miles per hour to travel through time with this baby. And conveniently enough, we're right here where we would have shown up if we had taken the gate anyway. The gate's still sealed, but we can make it there all the same. And it's still freezing here. So let's head over to the Skyway, just to demonstrate it. The power has been sealed, so we cannot make it back to the Kingdom of Zeal at this point. So if you remember last time I was in the Dark Ages, I mentioned that there was a cave off to the west that we couldn't do anything at before. Well, the time has come for us to be able to do that. It's basically where... you see that shadowy thing on the chain there? That's the Mountain of Woe, Mount Woe there. So it's a floating continent that's anchored to the earth. So we're here in the Terra Cave. Yeah, if you had come here before, this ladder would not be here and you would not be able to climb up here. So that'd be as far as you could go. And oh, well, there's some people here. They look down on their luck. This is Algedy, the village of the Earthbound ones. Yeah, I never actually played Earthbound. I always think of that game whenever I read Earthbound ones. We Earthbound ones lack magical powers. That's why we were banished from Zeal. And I guess I could see that happening. I've been to Zeal. Those people are pretty full of themselves. Many inhabitants of this land were taken to build the Ocean Palace and were never seen again. Great, we got forced labor and everything here. Okay, and this guy's a shop. He has some pretty useful stuff actually. Or at least I would buy this stuff. The Demon Edge in particular could come in handy the next time we go to Zeal, since it does additional damage on all magic-based enemies. But I really don't intend to buy any of this stuff. And the Lumen Robe, you know, we got one of those in one of the sealed doors in the future. We found one of those in. Got Flash Mail, but the The elemental mail is so much better than that. Glow helms, we don't have anything right now that are better than that, but we can get some very, very soon through the charm tech. So I'm actually not going to buy anything right now. I might buy like projectile weapons for Marley and Luca later. Get out of my way, lady. You pinned me to the chair. It's like, are you coming on to me, lady? I just met you. Nah. Anyway, we got these people here. The queen put the mammoth machine in the ocean palace to absorb Lavos' energy. Is that safe? She locked the Guru of Life up on the Mountain of Woe for opposing her. The situation's hopeless. Well, it is if you give up. The Guru of Life said that Sir Giannis has stronger powers than even Miss Shala. Huh. Giannis must be using her and the queen to get to Lavos. Okay, I don't know what that little kid's gonna do about Lavos, but alright. Seems to have a problem with him, but I guess, you know, we walked in on that conversation he was having with Shala. You know, the queen's not herself, he's upset about that. Well, I guess Shala comes over and plays with the kids every now and then. Well, that's nice of her. At least somebody in Zeal isn't a stuck-up jerk. So only the 3 gurus and Miss Shala treat them as equals. So that's good, but the gurus have all disappeared, and Shala, well, she's stuck at the ocean, well, or in Zeal in general. I don't know if she's at the Ocean Palace right now. The beast nest is dangerous. Better stay away, okay? But if we do that, we can't progress with the game. You know, if someone tells you to stay away from something, you're technically expected to go and do it, or something like that. So yeah, the Enlightened ones and the Earthbound ones used to live as one, but something changed at some point in history. And this guy would just ask if you want to sleep, but I think we're at full HP and MP, so don't worry about that right now. And down here, we got a hole that leads to the beast nest. Through the nest, you'll reach the place of chains, which anchors the Mountain of Woe. Okay. Our hero, the Guru of Life, rejected the Queen's plan, so he was banished to the Mountain of Woe. Alright. Well, anyway, if we go over here and down here, we got something sparkly on the ground. We got a power tab, which reminds me, I still gotta distribute those to the party. I did want to make sure to do that on screen. So let's see, what do we got here? We've got 2 power tabs. I'm gonna give those both to Ayla. Alright, nice. Her attack power went up 3 points from doing that. I want to give the magic tabs all to Robo. So 3 points to his magic stat. That'll help with his healing and his magic-based attacks. Despite being a robot and not having actual magic, most of his magic or special attacks are magic-based. Not all of them, but most. And I'm going to give all 3 speed tabs to Robo as well. The max speed stat you can get to is 16, by the way. So I want to get him up to 13. That way, if I give him the dash ring, he'll be at max. And then I can start giving other characters the speed tabs after that point. Probably Luca next, since she's the next slowest character. But anyway, oh, we got some monsters. These are the beasts they're talking about. Now, as I mentioned before, one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure Ayla had Charm was so I could use Boogie on these guys. Alright, Ayla, you're the dancing queen. And they've been stopped. Alright, I'm gonna have Chrono attack these guys. You want to have these guys inflicted with stop because each time you attack them, they will have their attack stat actually increase. Alright, we got a rainbow helm from charming that guy. That's a much better piece of headgear than the glow helm you could have bought. Which is why I wanted to go with that. Anyway, I'm just gonna have Chrono and Robo fight here, and I'm gonna have Ayla charm this guy. Hopefully she'll be able to steal that helmet. Alright, we got another rainbow helm. That's 2 of them. Alright. Now on the Ayla and Chrono's next turn, I'm going to have them do the Falcon hit. And wipe them both out. Love this attack. Falcon hit! Alright, and the beasts have been disposed of. Alright. Decent amount of experience and tech points there. But anyway, let's check out our new headgear. Ooh, look at that increase. What is that, like a 15-point increase? Something like that? And it cuts lightning damage by 50%, so it's definitely worth getting. Alright, give that to Ayla there. Now there'll be another encounter of beasts up ahead, and if you go back out and head back to the Earthbound village, and then come back in, these beasts will respawn, so you could charm them over and over until you get all the helmets you need. But I shouldn't have to do that. Alright, we took care of those guys and got a couple more rainbow helms. And I'm going to use this moment to give Ayla back some of her MP there. Yeah, the stop wore off on him because Ayla's first charm attempt actually failed, but Chrono should be alright all the same. I'll heal him in the upcoming match. And another alternate strategies for these guys would include using like Luca's Hypno Wave. You can put them to sleep. You can use Marley's Provoke even though that's a single target attack. But the problem with those is that those status ailments will actually be dispelled if you hit them, or there's at least a very high likelihood of that happening. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed or not. So I prefer Boogie for stop. And whoa, it looks like we got ourselves some new enemies here. We got ourselves this imp guy. You can't pass through here. And it's time for a boss battle against the blue beast, red beast, and the mud imp. So what I want to do is have Robo and Ayla do, crap. No, I don't want them to crap. I want them to use Boogie to stop the beast. So I gotta wait for Robo to get his bar charged up. Alright, let's do Boogie now. The Mud Imp has the ability to put your characters asleep with that weird sleep bomb attack. Ah, crap, only one of them got stopped. So this is not going according to plan. I'm gonna hold off on Chrono doing anything because these beasts will counterattack every time you hit them pretty much. And the Mud Imp has an extreme amount of defensive power until you defeat the other beasts and then it goes down. What? No, come on. He usually doesn't resist quite that much. Okay, well I'm gonna have Chrono attack the blue one just because he's frozen. And I'm glad I used that mid-ether because I'm wasting a lot of MP on this. So I'm gonna have Ayla do some more dancing. Finally, okay, we finally stopped the red imp. Unfortunately, that screws up the timing of everything because that blue imp is going to, or blue beast is going to recover soon enough. And I want a charm from the blue beast first before I do anything else. And Robo, do Robo tackle. All right, we got a Mermaid Cap from the blue beast. That's it's similar to the Rainbow Helm, except it cuts damage from water elemental attacks by 50%, which is pretty good. Chrono's gonna need some healing pretty soon. I'm gonna do a lightning too on these guys. Oh, I think the blue beast just recovered. I have to do some more boogieing. A little bit of damage and oh yep, here comes the counterattack. What? Ah, crap! They do X strike. Ow! Okay, I'm gonna chance it because I want to put stop on that blue guy. Then on Chrono's turn, I think I'm gonna have to resort to using an item. Yeah, I'm just gonna use like do a mid tonic. All right, Chrono will be okay now. Now I want Ayla to charm the Mud Imp. Make sure I got the cursor on the right character there. So give me your gifts. And we got a speed tab. All right. So now I can focus fully on attacking these guys now. Do some healing with Robo. Ayla and Chrono's next turn, I'm going to use Falcon Hit, assuming that the beasts are still stopped. I don't know if the beast hasn't recovered yet. Alright, so let's do a Falcon Hit. Falcon Punch! Not too bad. Oh, the red beast has recovered. Alright. And the imp is going to anger the beast by kicking him. Alright, let's do one more boogie. Let's see if we can stop the red guy now. Yeah, they're really out of sync. It's so much more convenient when they're stopped at the same time. And the Mud Imp will periodically heal. Oh crap. And once again, we gotta do the boogie once again. And Chrono, you just do a physical attack, I guess. Okay, there we go. They're both stopped now. I don't really want to wait for the one of the beasts to recover and then wait for them both to recover at the same time because they have too many opportunities to do some serious damage. Let's do a Robo tackle here. See if we can wipe out that blue beast at least, make things a little easier for us. Nope, still going. Okay, he's just beating up his own guys there. Robo tackle. Falcon Hit. Yep. Blue Beast is still going, but alright, here we go. And they're still going, okay. They've got quite a bit of HP. I forget exactly how much, but they're pretty heavy hitters. The Mud Imp has about 1,500, but his defense is so great that that makes the difference. Do a Robo... Oh, wait. Let's do a Boogie. I think I'm going to have Chrono use Ether on Ayla so she still has MP to do stuff. Yeah, I'll do a mid-Ether. I got plenty of those. I don't need to do Boogie. Let's do another Robo Tackle. Wait for Chrono, and then we'll hit him with the... Alright, there we go. One beast down. Do a Falcon hit to get both of these guys. So now that we've taken out one of the beasts, that makes things a lot easier. Anyway, the beasts are elemental, by the way. The blue one will absorb water elemental attacks, and the red one will absorb fire. Anyway, Robo's MP is pretty much gone, so hopefully we can finish these guys off before he recovers. Do another Falcon hit here. Take that! And he's still going, and of course the Imp has to heal. Of course. I was hoping for a critical hit from Robo, but oh well. I think he's recovering. It's hard to tell because the clock disappears when... Alright, I think he's gonna counterattack, but we're in a good enough shape, I think. Alright, the red beast has been defeated. So now all we have to do now is wail on the Mud Imp before he runs away. He can run away now. So I want to have Ayla use her rock throw ability. It does some pretty good damage. Chrono, I'm gonna have him do cleave, I believe. Just pick this guy up. And toss him! Nice. Pretty good damage there, but then he's gonna heal himself, of course. So let's get to Spin Cut. Sorry, forgot which translation I was playing. Spin Cut, cleave, it's all the same. One more rock throw should finish the job. At least he's not putting my characters to sleep. But yeah, you want to defeat the Mud Imp as quickly as possible at this point, because otherwise he'll run away and you'll miss out on some tech points and experience. But alright, we defeated the Mud Imp. Okay, not too bad. Ayla leveled up. So alright, since we're here, we may as well put that speed tab we just got to good use. I'll give that to Robo as well. So yeah, that's another reason why it's great having the charm ability at this point, because a lot of bosses will have different types of tabs, and speed tabs are fairly hard to come by for the majority of the game. But anyway, guys, next time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger, we're gonna climb up this chain here and make it to the Mountain of Woe to see if we can rescue the Guru of Life. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.